Alright. We are so back. Damn, this game is loud for me. But anyways, we're playing Techno Lily's Choice Star Control on the Genesis. We almost had a fucking disaster. I did not realize this is an unlicensed game, actually. So it was not in my ROM list, but I went and found it. No problem. I do find it funny that, you know, it says Famous Battles of the Urquan Conflict, Volume 4, as if there's previous volumes, but there ain't. There ain't. I also find it funny that, oh, never mind, I guess it does have their last name. For some reason, the way that this was set up, I thought it was just saying program, and then it's Fred or whatever. But anyways, if you just chill here, I think eventually the game kind of starts playing itself. Yeah, there it goes. So really, we don't even gotta play this shit. Really, we don't even gotta play this shit. But, you know, those who know that I, did a unsuccessful playthrough of, Star Control 2 on the 3DO quite some time ago, so I know a little bit about how this combat works, and the races, and the different ships. Fire and forget, nuclear missile, MX Serpents, point defense, alright, whatever the fuck. Let's go ahead and investigate on our own, eh? So, if I say practice... Oh, they get to select, huh? Wow. Shinjetsu Broodhome. Big crystal fragment weapon breeds pesky doggies. Whoops. Oh, I see. Holy shit. This is a weird, yeah, we're dead. It's very interesting. It reminds me of, like, Pulse Rifle or something like that in, Unreal Tournament. Damn, this thing moves slow as fuck. Anyways, you have to, like, shoot it out. And then... Alright, we got him that time. So these guys aren't even in the second game, from what I... Oh, fuck! Well, we're dead. We're 100% fucking dead here. Because the turning radius on the Shinjetsu ship is fucking terrible. That's funny. And the Illwrath. Alright, press start to confirm exit. Okay. Well, how did they, rather... Here we go. This is what I want to look at. Shinjetsu Broodhome. Photon Shard. Resonators for DOG high control, energy absorption crystals. Yeah, turn fucking trash. Thrust fucking trash. The Yehat Terminator, agile rapid fire twin missiles shield. Force shield, twin pulse cannon. Okay. See, I don't remember agile rapid fire twin missiles shield. Yeah, fuck it. Let's pick it. I need to remember what. Hey, Lily, welcome in. Oh yeah, the Yehat. Those are the bird homies. Look at that shit. Oh, I got my shields up. Oh, I'm dead. The Unga. We're just experimenting. Oh, look at this. So when I move left or right, Homeboy moves, actually. So something cool about this game that I found out is that you can actually just let the computer control the battles and whatnot if you are shitty at the battles. Anyways, this yay hot vehicle fucking sucks. The Murnaherm X form transforms from a slow, heavy to a light, quick ship. Lily, did you know that this was an unlicensed game on the Genesis? Transformation linkages. Laser cannon. Missile launcher. Afterburner. Yeah, so it actually wasn't in my ROMs list, so I had to go download it. The Murnaherm. Alright, let's pick this, I guess. I'm just doing the practice mode right now to kind of remember how all this shit works. So if I do this, now we're gonna be like ultra fucking fast. Oh shit, I just crashed into that planet. The Mycon. Wow, this turning radius is not very good now, is it? Turning radius is not very good in this shit either. I'm coming for you. Alright, so we transformed to the... we're dead. We're so dead. I can't even catch up to this fucking guy. Ooh. Oh my god. The the Arilulale. The Lalelulelo. The Arilulale skiff. Fast, no inertia, auto aim, laser, hyper jump. Let's take a look at this. Control auto aiming, laser weapon. Short range hyperdrive shunt. Inertialess drive. Headlights. Damn, so this thing is like fucking hot garbage. But yeah, these guys, remember? They're supposed to be like the oh my god. This is a dreadnought, so we're 100% fucked. Actually, it does pretty good damage. I mean, the fact that it could even do that much damage against the Urquan is pretty impressive. But yeah, these guys are supposed to be like the Greys. Beep, 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 beep. The Cyrene Penetrator. Lilith Space, or is it Life Space Vixens who steal enemies' crew. Yeah, they steal their hearts. Jesus Christ. Particle Beam Stiletto. Etheric Stabilizer. Hypnotization Field Projection Ribs. For fuck's sake. Oh shit. Oh, we died instantly. Their ships are not very good, I must say. Damn, what ship on the Alliance is even good? They all seem to fucking suck, to be honest. Earthling cruiser, slow, heavy, seeking nukes, point defense lasers. I remember this thing being alright. But, oh, I remember the last one, the show, whatever they're called. Can't imagine how the Urquan hierarchy won, yeah. They're only, like, insanely overpowered, and all of these fucking ships suck. Oh, shit. Is there anything that can actually withstand a Dreadnought? It doesn't... It seems like you just have to get lucky with Chinjesu Brood Home. Yeah, Shofixty Scout. Tiny, fast, can self-destruct. These are my homies. And Mendokusai. Doesn't that mean, like... Doesn't that mean something in Japanese? Energy jar. Kill pause. Glory device. The glory device. Alright, we gotta... It's pretty cool though that, like, when you move shit, you can see, like, he's moving the joystick based on if I'm moving left or right. I just realized I was controlling the wrong dude. I was like, why can't I get over there? Damn, I tried to self-destruct. Didn't work. Sushi, great name. Oh. Does that even do damage? Alright, I gotta... Oh, nice, it can do damage. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Alright. So, that was all those ships. Now I need to change controls so that the hierarchy is human controlled and the alliance is computer controlled. And then now we can look at these other ships. Urquan Dreadnought. Autonomous fighters. Fusion blast. Yeah, this thing is, like, unbelievably powerful. Mycon pod ship, very slow, homing plasma torpedo, grows new crew. Homing plasmoid, crew growth zones. Good game. What up, Jin? You know about Star Control? Spathy. Oh, I remember the Spathy. These guys are funny as hell. The Spathy Discriminator. Very fast, large, cowardly crew rear-firing weapon. More familiar with Star Control 2? Spathy Discriminator. In attack position. Rear-firing missile launch tube. Main crew areas. Decoy projections. The Androsynth Guardian. Pokey blows mean bubbles. Changes to flaming comet. You don't even find these guys in 2. That's the most interesting thing about 2. Spoiler alert, sorry. So you still consider this to be cool and good. High-speed destructive blazer form. Spheres employ chaos trademark tracking. What the hell? The Vux intruder. Clumsy, powerful lasers spawn limpet parasites. Gigawatt laser. Limpet cocoons. Thrust. Nacellus. The ill rat. These guys were funny as fuck. Large, devastating flame blast cloaking device. These guys are hilarious. Hellfire spout. Optical cloaking device. Sensory clusters. Poor tactical positioning. Ding 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 ding. And the Oomga drone. Stubby and slow. Antimatter cone zips backwards. They were so imaginative with all of these different races and ships and all that. I mean, you know, the combat is very, like, asteroids, but advanced. And they were able to make a lot of different, they were able to have a lot of different variety with that. Alright, well this is gonna be embarrassing as fuck if we die. Q-Dam? What is this? Q-Dam? Yeah, I remember those guys. So this is OP as shit, right? Oh shit, I actually lose HP for doing that. She's dead. Launch fighters. Oh, and then they come back. That's fucking OP, dude. That's fucking OP. But yeah, you think that Cyrene is too sexy for Twitch? Anyways, I'm just doing the practice mode to kind of remember what all these guys do. And actually, some of these guys you don't get to play as in the second game. At least not in the real game, from what I remember. Pew 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 pew. Got his ass. God damn, dude, the Mycons are pretty overpowered. Beep beep. That's a funny ass name. Or Veep beep. Welcome back, Lily. You're on your Mac right now? Hell yeah. Oh, look at the little spathy dude. Oh, look. We're so fucked. Oh shit, you can like if your bullets collide, they it's kind of hard to aim with this guy because you shoot. Oh shit, we're so dead. Oh. Oh. Yeah, what browser are you using, Lily? Have you converted to Safari? It's so Urquan over. The Androsynth Guardian. Preparing ships for battle. Holy fuck. Using Safari because you forgot to install anything else. I haven't tested it or anything, but you know, they say that Safari is best for battery life and all that shit. You can get uBlock Origin now on Safari, so it's pretty cool to see these guys because you don't see them in the second game. But yeah, you can get uBlock Origin now for Safari, so I feel like there's no reason not to just use it. Yeah, it's kind of funny to think back to, you know, like, I don't remember what year it was, but, you know, Safari, they used to have a version for Windows, which seems so pointless. Yeah, I don't remember what rendering engine it uses. I thought it used WebKit, but I could be wrong. The Vux Intruder. Holy shit, look at that. Yeah, this thing is fucking busted. So I'm just shitting out little globules. That's one thing that's bad about this game, and it looks like it's even worse in this version, is that you only have so many angles, right? It's not like, it's not full 360, so like, it's kind of difficult to get this shit aligned right. See, like right there, I actually was not in any kind of position to be able to hit him. Installing Safari on Windows is wild. Yeah, they haven't had a version on Windows in like over a decade, I think. I feel like maybe this weapon is the only valid approach. Oh shit, they timed out. That sucks. Got his ass. Gotta keep up your edge streak. Yikes. Alright, then we got the Illwrath. The Illwrath Avenger. Oh shit, I forgot about the cloaking. Okay, I'm fucking dead. Alright, and then finally the Umga. I don't remember if these were like those black market weird guys that were like hung up on meat hooks. Oh, never mind. The Umga are just the silly brain guys. Oh yeah, they can jump back or whatever. This is Kohi's favorite. Bob is his name. Uh-oh. I'm going for it. Did they actually post that? Okay. That's crazy. Something similar? Oh my god. What were they thinking? Alright. So fight hierarchy. Okay, I'm all right, hierarchy, whoops, hierarchy set to computer. I'm gonna set, yeah, computer fights battles for the human player. I want to see how an awesome computer fights in melee combat. Yeah, facing forward is cursed. Is it that bad? Seems fine to me. Ooh. This is fucked up. Is it even... Is this ever gonna end, though? This actually seems like one of the worst matchups. In terms of time spent. Alright, he got a hit in. Reminds you of that one picture of Phineas and Ferb facing forward. You know, I never watched Phineas and Ferb. I've heard a lot of people have great memories with Phineas and Ferb. I wish Space Wars were real. That'd be so cool. Space Wars. Yeah. I'm strongly debating just letting the computer do the fighting. But I don't know, maybe that's cringe. If that's cringe, I don't want to be anti-cringe. This is crazy. I'm also curious if you get anything for doing all the scenarios. There's 15 scenarios, but it doesn't really make it out. It's just the manual doesn't really make it out as if like you get anything for doing them, but I could be wrong. But it says there's 15 and 5 are hierarchy favored, 5 are neutral, and 5 are alliance favored. This shit is so advanced. What if this one Yehot beats everybody? Also, the Androsynth is named Bougie1. Hey, what up, Virtual Cope? Wish space was real. Too bad the Earth is flat and we live in a dome. Yeah, on top of a turtle, right? I played Minecraft. I'm pretty sure it's a cube. That damn world turtle. Anyways, if anyone's curious, I'm not controlling this at all right now. This is an advanced computer, the Yehot, versus a standard computer, the Androsynth. That's crazy that the Androsynth never once has used the fireball technique. Love the idea of worlds or just entire societies living on the backs of animals. Boy, do I have a game for you, Lily. It's called Xenoblade Chronicles. Trying to think if there's any other games that I know of where you do that. Xenoblade 2, yeah. But they do it in Xenoblade 1. But to be fair, Xenoblade 2 has, oh, Golden Axe does? Spoiler alert. I actually didn't know that about Golden Axe. Golden Axe fan excited to play for the first time. What? I might vaguely remember, like, is that, like, one of the levels is you're on a turtle or something? I don't know. I never really played Golden Axe all that much. You know, you can't know it all, Lily. Just like how you found out about Landstalker. Wait till you find out about Lady Stalker. That's actually a game. On the Super Famicom. It's kind of like Landstalker, but like more funny. and you play as a woman. You don't stalk a lady. You are the lady. You are the lady that stalks. Yeah, it's kind of a questionable name, isn't it? But I don't even think there's a translation for it yet, which fucking sucks. But I do want to play it at some point. Bro, this shit is fucking outrageous. Can we get some action? If I was playing, this shit would have been over in like 2 seconds. I would have just bum rushed him and hope for the best. But that's why I'm not advanced. Or no, good, I think. Or no, awesome. That's what the rating... The ratings are standard, good, and awesome. Jayhot is using real-time tactics. He's fucking everybody up. Oh, he's dead 100%. Unless he does some crazy shit. This advanced computer is insane. Is he even gonna... When's he gonna go on the offensive? If this game was about streaming, you'd get an awesome rating. Thanks for Tricope. Yeah, I know it's not baseball. You know, so I know everybody's a little disappointed about that. Oh, finally he's going on the offensive. If he beats this Vux, that's crazy. That's actually nuts. Holy shit, the Vux blew up the asteroid. Y'all see that? Look at this shit. This guy's frame perfect. Holy shit. This Jayhot is like literally the greatest space fighter of all time. Oh crap, is it even possible for him to catch up? I feel like it might not be possible for him to catch up. Or maybe he's just playing hard to get. As they do. Here he comes, here he comes. He hasn't taken any damage yet. Look at that. What a fucking beast. See, all it takes is being good at the game. There's no shot that a awesome level whatever, an awesome level hierarchy doesn't beat the awesome level alliance. I feel like there's no shot. Back on some star control, huh? What up, Nick? Yeah, this is Lily's pick. I'm not playing right now. I set it to a computer because I wanted to see how the computer can do it. So it's a standard level, which is the lowest level hierarchy, which in this case right now is the Mycon, versus an awesome level alliance, which in this case is the Jayhot. And this Jayhot is actually like booty blasting everybody. Got him. Good job, Veep. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, there's no shot that he takes out this Ilrath. No shot. Yeah, it's over. It's over. There it is. Argarak. Alright, let's go random. Alright, it's the Arilulalile. Which, these guys are pretty fucking cool, but they seem weak as shit. But, you know, their strength is their maneuverability. Is this guy's name Ooh Babe? Well, he's dead now. Alright, it's Chenjesu time. It's weird that the Chenjesu are like such a... Like, they're the main ally. Wait a minute. I didn't realize that's how that works. Are they just constantly sucking their energy? That's what it... Maybe I should have read the manual more. Maybe that's why they're OP. Is you just suck their energy. Damn, what the hell? This Spaffy is 100% fucked. Wait a minute. So he got to keep all of his drones out? That's crazy. Yeah, get fucked indeed. But also... Okay, this might actually be over. Oh, never mind. Was doing damage there. The Spaffy is so fast. So it can actually maneuver around and get some deeps in. Reminder, I'm not playing the game right now. I'm just watching the computer do it. Whoa, what the fuck? Why did it make those little noises? The spam. Why is the computer playing? Because I said it that way, bro. Yeah, there is no battle music, but you know what they say, there's no battle music in space. Lord 43. We haven't fully explored space, how would you know? In space, no one can hear you rock out. But yeah, I'm letting the computer do it, honestly, because I'm not good at these battles, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll let the computer do the battling. Cross fans crying right now. The number one fucking thing that sucks about the Chinjesu is that they're slow as fuck. So if y'all have not figured out what's happening, those little balls that are slapping the Urkwon, they're sucking their fuel energy. So that's what you use for shooting. So it's not really fuel. So basically the Urkwon can't do shit. Fuck, I think the Chinjesu just took a lot of damage there. Oh, nice direct hit. That really didn't do a lot of damage though. So anyways, the Urkwon basically can't do anything because it can't get energy because these little balls are getting slapped onto their face. Their squid-like face. But the Chinjesu is slow as balls. So this is gonna take a while. See, if I was playing the game, it would have been over like instantly. Yeah, exactly. I definitely would have died. That's 100% true. I feel like it's not even a controversial opinion to say that this is the worst part of the game, right? The battle system. I'm not saying that it's bad per se, but what makes Star Control 2 at least like so awesome is traveling around and talking to the different races and like figuring shit out. Round and round they go. When will one will? Nobody knows. Yeah, when will one will? When will one die? 2 definitely improved on it a bit, yeah. Well, it's faster for 1. You don't know what the fuck 3 was doing? I haven't seen much of 3. Fucking Christ! Why can't I type? It's okay, Nick. I knew what you were trying to say. That reminds me of, you know that dumb shit that people do where it's like, excellent argument, except for the fact that you typoed. Three sucks, it's pee pee poo poo. You got a warning for that, by the way? Well. Maybe you should have heeded that warning. I don't know. You should wash your hands after typing that filth. Shame on you, young lady. All arguments are invalid if grammatical errors occur. All right, I don't want to talk too deeply about my my past. But Nick, at our university, I got into an argument with a professor, and I typed moral and I typed morale instead of moral, so I typoed, right? And he literally did that shit, like, so you know, it affects morale and so, how does it? I'm like, bro, you are actually so fucking stupid, man. The Alliance demolishes the hierarchy. Damn, sick. In melee. Like, that's fucking unbelievable. That guy cracks me up, honestly. I'm not shocked you don't want to talk about your past. Never forgiving you for supporting the Yurkon hierarchy. So how did we win? That doesn't even make sense that we won. They didn't all die. All right, well let's swap it now. Let's see cyborg awesome, and then standard computer in melee combat. Urquan Gate. But yeah, like it's like obviously you shouldn't typo, right? Like it's pretty cringe to typo. But if you're having an argument with someone and then their only response is like, "Oh, I see that you typed I see that you typed moral or morale instead of morale or moral, whatever the fuck." It's like, bro, that's what you're fixated on? Nice argument, bro. All right, come on, Quimp. It's pretty funny that this is the start. Spathy versus Arilu. These Spathy are going ham. Look at them. Oh, I just noticed that Arilu controls their movement with their feet. Look at that. Get him, yeah, get him, computer. Got his ass. Uh-oh. Big Daddy Chinjesu. It's so over. Quimped. Nice argument. Unfortunately for you, I portrayed you as the noisy, annoying crow and myself as the Chad stoic crow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Holy shit, what the fuck? Do you see that? The God is going crazy. He's dead though. Ain't no way this guy is living. It's Ilrathan time. Holy shit, this is exactly how I play the game. Just get up in there, blow your load on him. Jeff and Ilrath, man. I would pretty much have to be, because they're the only ones that employ the strategy of just like getting up in their grill. I'm actually kind of surprised that this is more even than I might expect. Also, for those who missed it, oh yeah, look at the siren. It's literally a dildo. Just knee them in the face. Dude. There's nothing quite like getting like a double, triple, or like quad knee combo. Very horny race. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, look at him. The ship literally has ribs for our pleasure. You know what memory just popped into my head, Nick? There was that one time at the new game room when they still had a CRT, or maybe they got it back later. Anyways, there was that one time where I I just back aired Kevin like a fuckload of times, and like I think I even got like an edge canceled back air, so I was just like back air, edge canceled, back air. It just fucking died. And I was like, Kevin, what the fuck was that, dude? Poor Kevin. What's funny though is like I was kind of popping off, and then like Kevin just looks at me and he's just smiling. Like he's just like he's like popping off on my behalf. Kevin was a funny dude. Uh-oh. See, that's my strat right there. He's a cool guy. You wonder how he's doing? Last I heard, he's doing great. I'm pretty sure he got married. I'm pretty sure that he does some kind of finance or banking job. He's probably got 2 or 3 kids, you know? White picket fence. Golden retriever. He's got it all. Goes to church on Sundays. Living the American dream, indeed. See, damn, dude. That shit's crazy. Just run into them until they die. That's basically what this Androsynth thing does. So Shofixty, the whole thing about I like how his name's Nani Nani. The whole thing about the Shofixti, it's kind of racist, honestly, but they're like stereotypically Japanese, like Japanese kamikaze pilots. Meteor charge tech worked against the dinosaurs, yeah. The hierarchy overthrows the alliance in melee. Yo, you guys didn't even do anything. I like how the Urquan takes all the credit. They didn't even do anything. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, so... here's the dealio, I guess. So if I set this to computer standard, and I set this to human cyborg awesome rating, and we play the full game Fight Hierarchy versus Alliance with strategic play. They're at the top of the hierarchy, so of course they take the credit. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, preparing fleets. Okay, so basically this is the easiest one where it's alliance favored. I think these are neutral favored, and then these are hierarchy favored. Now, I'm really curious. When spheres of influence meet, battle is inevitable. I'm very curious if like it even matters to like beat these. Unexplored stars are visible. Unexplored stars are hidden. Yeah, I'll leave it as visible, sure. First encounter. In a far sector along the Corward frontier, an Alliance resource development team has encountered a small hierarchy ravage/reclaim unit. Both commanders face a similar decision. Fortify their holdings, then expand into enemy space, or charge into the enemy zone, hoping to disrupt his plans before they come to fruition. You know, it's kind of funny, but the main thing that I'm like fixated on with this game is like how small the fucking text is. Entering new star cluster. Alright, so it's his turn. He's gonna fortify. Bro, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. Right, so I have this. Yeah, it is 3D, which is cool. It's kind of small for an old game. It's like, you know, it's more for like a computer, which is what this is, a port. So I can move mine or fortify or pass starbase. All right, so what if I move this guy? This is so crazy. What the fuck? So I moved. Then I can colonize. Should I want to do that, or should I fortify? Colonize. What the fuck? Move. Precursor installation discovered. So that gives... Whoa, what the fuck? Game over, man. Game over. So this thing is colonizing. Move. Move. Freed land. This shit is crazy to look at. Precursor crew pods discovered. Hierarchy fortification established. You know what? I really don't know what the fuck's happening. I'm gonna watch the computer play. I'm gonna watch the computer play and maybe try to like read the manual and follow along. Alright, so if I do computer, and I make this computer awesome, and we do full game. This is a very like sandbox type game. Like you could get a lot of value from this game. But it's like not structured. It's really faithful port of the game, all things considered. That's good. Whoa. Alright, I'm trying to follow along here. Decker. Winning the game. It doesn't tell you about like fortifying or recruiting or mining. Here we go. Never mind, it does on different pages. Mine, you can build a mine only in red mineral star system. To do so, blah blah blah. Mine's construction requires 2 turns. Once established, generates 1 starbuck per turn. Build. You build ships at your starbase. When you choose a build, highlight appears in the commission list at the top of the screen. Move the highlight to the ship desired and press the B button. Ships which you can't afford are white in color and can't be highlighted. Fleet can hold no more than 7 ships in a starbase at any given time. See the scuttle section for replacing ships when the limit has been reached. Huh. Interesting. So, like, no matter where you are on the map, you could still only have 7 ships? Okay. Recruit. If you move a ship to one of your colony worlds, you can recruit to replace crew members lost in combat. Select recruit, and your ship will regain its maximum crew level. Cyrene ships can only recruit by destroying enemy colonies. Fortify. You can choose to fortify from the orders window to build a defensive web through which an enemy cannot pass. At all? Oh shit. It's battling time. I wonder what that C means on the Umga ship. That Umga is very clearly standard, because if it was advanced, it would do that fucking backwards warp shit like on Turbo. That shit was crazy. As with colonies and mines, the raising of a fortification requires 2 turns. Ari-Lule-Lo ships ignore the enemy fortifications. Urquan dreadnoughts can destroy them single-handedly. Besiege. You can besiege enemy fortifications, and if successful, the fort is instantly destroyed. Your vessel can then move on. To besiege, highlight and select besiege from the orders menu. Note, when a vessel besieges a fort, it has a 10% chance of destroying it. Good job, Myrna Herm. An exception is the Urquan Dreadnought, which has a 33 1/3% chance. You know what this is reminding me of, Nick? This type of percent chance, whatever. This shit's reminding me of Gemfire. I'm just reminded of building those fences or whatever. Scuttle. Good old Gemfire. Yeah, we're gonna have to play Gemfire for the SNES quest, which I'm unironically looking forward to. You can scuttle one of your fleet ships, useful when you wish to replace one vessel in a full fleet, by highlighting and selecting the ship to be scuttled. Then highlighting and selecting scuttle in the orders menu. You can only scuttle when you already have 7 ships. Does that just destroy it? Yeah, Gemfire is on everything, bro. It's on the NES, it's on SNES. Wait, did I play it on SNES when you redeemed it, or did I play it on NES? I played it on SNES, right? But it looked like shit. I played it on SNES, right? But it still looked like an NES game. Almost. Yeah, yeah. It's on Genesis, too, I think. You know the Japanese title for that is Royal Blood? Such a badass name. More curious by me looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun. I'm a changed gamer. If it's a SNES game, I gotta enjoy it. If it's a Jenny game, then I just set the computer to do it while I read the manual to kind of understand what the fuck's going on. Special strategic powers. 4 of the 14 vessels in the game possess special strategic powers. Urquan Fort Destruction. A single Urquan vessel is able to destroy fortifications by itself without besieging. To do so, an Urquan must simply end its turn at an enemy fort. Mycon crew regeneration. Mycon ships regenerate crew after each battle. Once a battle is concluded and play returns to the fleet command view, a Mycon ship regains its full crew complement. Damn. It's OP. Arilu Fortifications Immunity. The Arilulale have the remarkable ability to use their skiff's hyperdrive shunt to pass through the enemy fortifications. Cyrene crew replenishment. The Cyrene, barred from recruiting normally, can nonetheless add crew to their penetrators by conquering enemy colonies and seizing. This shit is wild. Just the fact that this battle is like going on and on and on. By conquering enemy colonies and seizing residents. Doing so raises Cyrene's crew complement to its maximum. See the alien and starship specification booklet for more information on the 14 ships available. Okay, precursor relics. Yeah, how many? Hold on, I gotta pay attention to what's going on screen. How many ships they got? They got 2 ships left. Precursors inhabited space approximately 300,000 years ago. Both their origins and subsequent demise are shrouded in mystery. In full game, you can discover precursor knowledge tablets containing the imprint of valuable technological relics. These are age-old, still functional devices left in stasis cubbies by the precursor cultures. There's a random chance you may find a precursor tablet each time your ship lands on an unexplored star. When your ship finds a relic, it is added to the ship's structure. The vessel immediately improves in an area of ship performance. Whenever you gain a precursor tablet, the relic is indicated by a silhouetted letter which appears on the discovered ship. The letters and improvements are... Okay, so that's what that C was. Fuel packs attached. Your ship's maximum fuel is now increased. See, crew pods added. You have increased crew capacity, but to gain more crew, you must recruit a colony. Dynamo attached. Improves fuel regeneration. Thrusters added. Improves acceleration and maximum velocity. J, control jets attached. Improves turning. That shit would be hella useful. Winning the game. You win a full game when you fulfill any one of the victory conditions outlined in scenario descriptions section. You always win a game by destroying the enemy starbase and ships. When you win, you are awarded a musical fanfare, a victory screen, and a summary of your remaining forces. Bro, that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of these scenarios. If that's all that happens. You know what's funny is this is the AI problem before AI. This game was prophetic. I'm literally just letting the computer do the whole game for me. I'm literally just letting ChatGPT do it all. Is anybody following along with what the hell's happening? I need to find what these okay, so diamond is a colony, square is fortification, and a plus is a mine. Oh, very interesting. So you can have a fortification and a mine, or a colony and a fortification. That's actually pretty cool. I'm AI pilled. I was watching a YouTube video. I just found out about this guy. I guess his name's Bog or something. He just does a bunch of videos about like installing operating systems and shit. And he's trying to install some version of Linux, but I don't remember what it was. But what I thought was really fucking weird was that he used something called OpenCode and then like gave OpenCode like the ability to configure his system. And then like some local AI model, he was just telling it to like install software and then it would just do it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this is so weird. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, it kind of reminded me of getting like blackout drunk and then waking up and then like my computer is like completely misconfigured or something compared to what I prefer. And then I'm like, how did that happen? And then I gotta go through like the bash history or like journalctl to like figure it out. If using AI to help him beat the game, this is actually pathetic. Unsubscribed, unfollowed, blocked. Yeah, it really do be like that. People are rotting their brains out with this AI shit. Well, that's what they said about our generation and TV, remember? And now look at us. Now we just let the computer play the game. Lily, would you be pissed if I don't do all these scenarios? Or rather, Do you know if there's a real ending to this? This game seems cool, but if there's no real ending, then I'm not so convinced that I'm gonna like dedicate the time to really like sink my teeth into this. Not even sure you kind of get the gist of the whole game through one scenario, in your opinion. Yeah, like I should do a scenario like for real, you know? I think I might do the Urquan scenario, the Urquan favorite scenario myself, because they're OP as fuck. Actually has some proof behind that. It's not just young people, it's everyone being affected by it. What, affected by AI? It'd be cool with me beating one scenario and calling it there. Cool. Ooh. I can't get over the fact that this guy is like wiggling his feet. Yeah, yeah, no. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna let this play out though. I want to see how this goes. If this was a SNES game, I'd do all the scenarios. Haha, unless. People that use AI have shown decreases in critical thinking ability. I feel like it's too early in the game to have like a long-term study or something like that. I don't disagree with the premise. This Androsynth is fucking up. Damn. Damn. Hierarchy colony destroyed. I think I'm still gonna set it to do the battles for me though, but I'll do the strategy. I'll do the strategy. But I feel like it could do the battles for me. I wouldn't feel so bad about that. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the biggest problem, right? Is like I can ask AI to like write me a script or something, right? Write me a bash script that does whatever. And then I look at it and I'm like, this thing is in its silly mode. This thing has no fucking clue what the fuck it just wrote, right? Like this is outrageous. So that's what I did you know, a week or two ago. I asked it to write a very simple bash script. And it printed me out like 100 lines of fucking junk, right? And so I'm like, all right, fuck this. I'm gonna write it myself. And you know, it's like 3 or 4 lines what I wrote. Um, very simple. I didn't give it I did not give it a hard thing to do. I just wanted to see if it would do it, or at least get like close enough. And it was so far off, right? But I could very easily say, like, okay, this is bullshit, right? But the scary thing is, people that, and I'm no bash scripting expert or anything like that. But the scary thing is when you don't know. But I kind of feel like this same type of shit happens with like anything. And you know, I don't want to get too political or nothing, but like, have you ever been like reading like a news publication, and then you trust this news outlet, whatever, but then they write an article about something that you have a lot of knowledge about, and they get it so unbelievably wrong that it questions everything that you've read from that news outlet. That's happened to me many times. And that's how I feel about AI. Is like, if you ask AI to do something that you don't know how to do yourself, and you just go along with what the hell it says, you know, it's gonna be no good, basically. This Fux guy is getting fucked up. AI is confidently wrong. Well, for sure. I mean, so are people. People trust confidence. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep. All right, I'm gonna grab another beer. Same. Yeah, some news outlets really just say stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because they'll get something like so unbelievably. They'll get something so obviously wrong. And you're like, holy shit. Like, that's how I feel sometimes when I watch YouTube videos about like retro gaming. I'm just like, dude, how did you get that wrong? Like, that, it jeopardizes the entire video. It jeopardizes the entire video. But anyways, I guess I'm not doing a good job of defending my brother's accusations of me having autism. They're winning. They're winning. Beep boop beep 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 boop beep 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 boop beep 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 boop beep. Uh-oh. I turned the brightness down too much. See, I don't know what those three dots mean on the bottom. Sometimes they're lit up, sometimes they're not. Watched a video like a few days ago about so-called Ava clones. It was so astronomically wrong about literally everything that you actually had to do research if the video was a parody, but it was actually legit. What did they say was an Ava clone? That's funny. Blue gender. You know what? I think I saw that. I think I saw that video. Was blue gender in the thumbnail? Because I think I saw that video and I was like, that doesn't seem right, and I didn't click on it. I was like, that seems wrong. So if that's the same video, that's pretty funny. How the fuck did they get over there? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Wasn't in the thumbnail. Gotcha. God damn. Just blew up my space dildo with ease. That's bad. I wonder if we're just totally fucked. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's the computer that's fucked in the end. I wonder how he got over there, though. Battle ensues. I've never really watched Blue Gender, but I know it has like some weird sex shit in it or something. Blue Gender was one of those animes that like always seemed like more mysterious than it probably is. Guy in the video so obviously doesn't know what he's talking about either, because he's like, yeah, every mecha anime before Evangelion was known to have no character focus. What the fuck? I didn't even have to finish that sentence and be like, what the fuck? It's legit just misinformation. Yeah, that's insane. Does this guy not know who Amuro Ray is? What the fuck? That's so fucking crazy to say every mecha anime before Evangelion was known to have no character-focused stories and only cool robot fights, and Ava changed this. That is so fucking stupid. What the fuck? What the hell? Space Runaway, Idion would like a word. You know, that sounds familiar, but I have no context. What the hell? Same guy that made Gundam. You need to watch Gundam. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. Yo, are we fucked? I feel like we might have lost the game. It's really sad and moody mecha anime. What's the anime that came out before Gundam that was also made by Sunrise? Lion's Mind Destroyed. This is bad, yo. I think I lose. I think I lose. When he said the one of the anime he showed in the video as an example was Gundam 08th MS Team. Okay, he's just fucking trolling. What the fuck? That's actually just like trolling. It's been a long time since I've watched 08th MS Team, but to say that that's not character driven is silly. Like, what the fuck? You did not watch that show if you think that anime is literally just cool robot fights with no story. Yeah, like, what the fuck? What the hell? It's so over. Why would you ever build a Cyrene ship? These things fucking suck. Uh-oh. Alright, it's yay hot time. Ooh. The ultimate yay hot warrior. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Yeah, that really does just sound like rage bait, though. What was that other Gundam? I don't remember if it was an OVA or something else. Is it War in the Pocket or whatever? There's that really sad... I think it is an OVA, but I could be wrong. But there's that really sad... Gundam anime about like there's this little kid and I think his sister pilots a Gundam, and then he like befriends one of the I don't remember if it was Zeon or whatever Zeon-esque thing. Major League is on TV? What do you mean Major League is on TV? Major League Baseball? Welcome in, Food Lord. What? Gundam whatever team. Now Food Lord's trolling. Gundam 08th MS Team is the one that's kind of like Gundam but Vietnam. We're not actually playing, by the way. We're just watching the computer do its thing. So that we can learn how to do its thing. The Earthlink ship actually seems pretty OP. If you can keep your distance. I honestly think to watch Gundam OATM S-Team and completely miss the point of the show. What I was trying to say is like a huge self-report on someone's literacy skills. Well, to be fair, I haven't watched it since I was in high school. But isn't what happens in that show... Hey, the Alliance won in the first encounter. Homeboy somehow gets, like, stranded with Homegirl, but Homegirl is evil side. But then they're, like, romantically involved in some way, and then some shit happens. And they, like, team up or some shit. I don't really remember anything about it. Except for like that badass fight scene that's in that city with the Gulf. But I need to rewatch it, obviously, because it's been a long fucking time. This isn't Gundam Wing or G Gundam and you lost interest. You're bad at literacy. I watched 08th MS-Team and I was like, this shit is fucking awesome. That's pretty much what happens. It's a story about love between two people on opposite factions. See, so I remember, even though it's like 20 years ago. Wow, so that's all you get? That's all you get, huh? Alright, we're gonna do Hierarchy Cyborg, Alliance Computer on Standard, full game. And I'm gonna do Onslaught. Sorry you're done, you'll turn off Smart Ass Food Lord. They wrote Romeo and Juliet as Gundams. Come on, man. It's Romeo and Juliet in Vietnam as Gundams. Get it right. Alright. Onslaught. An armada of 5 dreadnoughts approach and establish Alliance area of space. Can the Alliance withstand the onslaught in this thinly held star cluster? I'm being like the ultimate bitch, by the way. I'm like purposefully picking the easiest scenario for me to play. The hierarchy seeks to conquer this region as a stepping stone to the core of the Free Stars and the defeat the entire Alliance fleet. The Alliance must annihilate the Urquan menace. Holy shit, look how beast mode we are. What the fuck, though? Wait a minute, do we only get, we don't have a star base. Okay, so there's actually no... there's actually, like, no strategy then. We, like, don't build new Urquan ships or anything. Also, I don't want to get political or nothing, but... And I'm assuming that this is random, but that's pretty fucking... That's pretty fucking funny. It's not Lord 666, it's Lord 88. Oh, but I see, yeah, there is Lord 666. But Lord 88 is way more questionable. Way more questionable. But, you know, it tracks. It tracks for the Urquan. Anyways, I gotta take a Wicked Whiz and then we'll play the game. Yeah, I know, right? Like, what the fuck? All right, so let's move. Let's schmove it. Schmove it and groove it. How many moves can I do, I wonder? I can do 3 moves. Urquan problematic? Question mark? Hard to believe, but true. What the fuck? Move. Move again. Lion's mind destroyed. Yeah, we're the Urquan right now. Peep eep. Yeah, that's a yay hot. Food Lord, you're almost acting as if you don't know all of the Star Control lore. You know, that's a little suspicious. That's a little suspicious. Food Lord a LARPer. Wait a minute. Alright, here we go. Anyways, to give some context to Food Lord or to anybody else who was not here when I was playing Star Control 2 on the 3DO. Lily picked this game for us to play, of course. And there is a shitload of lore to this game's world, which unfortunately is not really it's not really explored in this game, but Star Control 2 is like literally the best game you've never played. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how cool it is. And on the 3DO, it's like fully voice acted and all this. Well, maybe not fully, but a lot of it is voice acted. It's just badass and cool. So, like, we kind of already have the context of these races and whatnot and how they act. But Star Control 1 is a lot less, there's a lot less going on. But it is very interesting, the whole 3D spinning star system thing. .3D system, yeah, you see it rotating around. You see. Alright, so I can't move beyond. Actually, no, I can move beyond this, can't I? So I move here. Boom. Sora's going to be expanded when the new Free Stars game drops, which is high. Yeah, hopefully it's good. It's like 20 years ahead of its time, 30. I don't know about that. The original devs are making it? Hell yeah. Free Stars Children of Infinity. Lion Starbase destroyed. Alright, so that's game over then. The hierarchy beats the alliance. Oh, I see now. So it shows you how many colonies and fortifications and mines and Starbucks that you have. All right. Well, that's Star Control. The game is cool, but it's kind of unfortunate that like there's no I mean, I guess there is credits. There's credits as soon as you do this. But there's a lot of replayability here, but I'm not going to go beyond this, I think. It's a nice game, fun to pick up and play in short bursts. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Let me at least read the descriptions of all of the other scenarios. Buck's incursion. A Buck's task force attacks an Alliance starbase. Buck's incursion. Early in the Urquan conflict, the stupid mistake caused the Vux to side with the hierarchy when a foolish Earthling captain uttered, "That's one ugly sucker," without realizing how good Vux translation systems were. The enraged Vux, a tad touchy about their appearance, proceeded to mount a large assault force to destroy the Alliance starbase. See, that's hilarious, right? Oh, shit. I think it had to have been, because I think the back of the box is, because you can set human, right? So, I mean, that's probably where the real, that's probably where the real fun is, right? Playing against your homies. Beginner's luck. A lone Cyrene must prevent Androsynth deployment. A single Cyrene patrolling a distant star cluster discovers a small Androsynth development. The newly commissioned Cyrene commander decides to engage the Androsynth alone in hopes of winning a quick promotion. The Cyrene must quickly defeat the Androsynth before they can build additional ships. The Androsynth commander must choose between what? Defending its colony world and its starbase. So, okay, there we go. I was hoping that we would have a way to exit without resetting. This game would go crazy with two people in the same room. The Nebula, the hierarchy assaults the Yehat homeworlds. Yeah, I should get a co-streamer, right? I know. I'll have AI do it. That would be so fucked up. You know how they have like TaskBot? How fucked up would it be if I had like an AI bot that was like, you know, like pad hacked to a controller so it could actually like input shit? Want to bring your computer over and play Star Control online? Well, even better, we can just bring the Jenny. After an exhaustive search, Urquan's spies have discovered the nebula which holds the secret homeworlds of the Yehat. The unsuspecting cluster is targeted for destruction. The inhabitants must use the flexibility of their many colonies and substantial cash reserves to defend against the hierarchy's genocidal attack. Counterattack. The Alliance strikes back. The Empire strikes back. What is that smell? Yeah, Florida's going crazy right now with these fucking love bugs. I think that smell was a love bug getting zapped to death on my bug zapper. Yeah, they are gross. They smell bad too. Like if you squish them, they smell like wet grass. But apparently if they get fucking blown up on a bug zapper, they smell even worse. Top 5 worst bugs? Oh, 100%. Yeah, they've been going crazy here. So, I've had a couple inside, maybe like a dozen over the day. Saw a snake today too, that was cool. For the moment, the tables are turned. The Alliance has made a strong counterattack against newly established Hierarchy holdings. Multiple Alliance starfleets move through Hierarchy space towards a final rendezvous for battle in Draco. An Alliance commander arrives in enemy space with a star base and a small task force. Additional vessels must be commissioned immediately in order to mount an offensive. The Hierarchy sector chief must attempt to hold out until the income from its mining worlds allows it to build enough forces to repel the attack. Art of War. Match your strength against your enemy's weaknesses. To all commanders. That's very interesting that that font is bigger. That's very interesting. So I guess they do have I'm just trying to think of like how they must have this set up with the font, right? It's like a capital there, everything's in all caps, but like if it is in caps, then it's like slightly bigger. It has come to the attention of the leadership that certain ships are especially vulnerable to attacks by particular enemy vessels. In your new assignment, beware of these fatal matchups as you seek to destroy the enemy's starbase. Consider multiple species. What the fuck does that say? Multiple species, wing being pairs? That is all. Wing being. Is that a reference to, whoops. Is that a reference to the Yehad or something? What the fuck? Or did I just like completely misunderstand that? Very possible. Proving ground. The Spathi fleet meets the Murderherm in deep space. The Spathi really are the fucking homies. They're so funny. Proving ground of the Mad Overlord. The newly conquered Spathi are commanded by their Urkwon overlords to capture the Murderherm star cluster mines as proof of their worth. Cowardly Spathi have no choice but to engage the tricky Murderherm in a pitched battle over a thinly populated region of space. The Spathi goal is to destroy all the Murderherm mining worlds, which supply a large portion of the Alliance income. Murderherm must prevent this at any cost. Escalation, a war of production. In an unexplored sector, the Hierarchy and Alliance detect each other's presence from their newly constructed starbases. Though alone and vulnerable, each starbase has a substantial initial budget with which to build a new starfleet. Long-range deep radar scans of this region confirm the presence of precursor artifacts and installations. Woo. Mushroom Cloud, a bold alliance attack on the Mycons. Priority 1 Alpha, visual receptors only, Star Control General Staff, and warship captains. As is well known, the number of Mycon pod ships in the theater of operations is increasing at an alarming rate. At last, we have found the source. 14 solar hours ago, long-range scouts uncovered a previously uncharted cluster of Mycon colonies. If these colonies are allowed to survive, the Mycons will overrun the quadrant within the month. These colonies must be destroyed at any cost. All Alliance vessels within 30 parsecs are ordered to join the effort. This is a must-win situation. Good luck. Total War. 2 full fleets face off in battle to the death. Oh shit, maybe I should watch this. This sounds cool as fuck. General Orders 1216. For maximum flexibility, the forthcoming combat situations is hereby designated that war fleets be composed of a mixture of ships from each starfaring species. Concentrate on making good use of colonies and fortifications, as well as your knowledge of ship versus ship tactical advantages. Oops. Alright, we already saw Exterminate. Or no, we didn't. We saw Onslaught. Exterminate. The hierarchy must curb rampant Shafixty breeding. Though young as a sentient species and possessing a near-feral psyche, the marsupial Shofixti are most efficient at exploring and exploiting an uncharted region of space. One such Shofixti-built zone has attracted the attention of the hierarchy in the form of an Urkwon dreadnought. Its mission: seek and destroy all the Alliance colony worlds. Hold on, let me see. Oh, that's funny. So it's just a bunch of Shofixties versus one dreadnought. They don't even have a star base, so it literally is just a bunch of Shofixties, just wasabi, sushi, kimbo, kudzu, and tofu. Literally just all trying to literally just all trying to kamikaze into the dreadnought. You either win or you die. Or you win and you die. That's actually funny as fuck. Lost in space, a solitary Chinjesu must survive in a harsh universe. A prototype Ultra Star Drive was accidentally sent to Chinjesu Broodhome deep in the hierarchy territory. Recognizing that survival is the most important consideration, the Chinjesu captain has planted a colony. Contact comes soon after. Imagine being a veteran during this event. I mean, you would, you would probably commit Sudoku because you were so embarrassed that you didn't obtain glory, right? Target Earth. Planet Earth comes under surprise attack. Before anybody in the chat says it, yeah, obviously it's seppuku, but I always find the joke that replaces seppuku with Sudoku to be funny as fuck. The Earthlings, at first a minor annoyance for the hierarchy, have become an increasingly serious threat. Mass-produced cruisers deployed from the Detroit shipyards have become the backbone of the Alliance fleet. Wow, Detroit Motor City has become Detroit Ship City, huh? The hierarchy launches a daring attack to crush the threat once and for all. A wave of Ilrath ambushes are followed by the massive Urkwon dreadnoughts with Androsynth and Unga reinforcements close behind. Earth's cruisers, with help of a few visiting Alliance ships, stage a desperate battle for Earth's survival. Can't have anything in Detroit. Sirene's song. A Sirene recruitment drive begins. The Sirene are looking for a few good beings and have decided to begin a few good men have decided to begin their hunt deep in hierarchy space. As colony after colony vanishes, the outrage hierarchy strikes back, assembling a task force to decimate the Sirene. The hierarchy must strike with lightning speed. To hesitate is to face a Sirene force replete with captured colonists. Okay, we already did Onslaught. All right, so I want to see Total War with two awesome CPUs. Right, they're gonna do it better than I ever could. Two full fleets face off in a battle to the death. Let's see who's better, the hierarchy or the Alliance. Holy shit. It's kind of funny how sometimes the game is a little laggy. Beep, beep, beep. Alliance Mine has been destroyed. The Urquan did nothing wrong. The craziest part about Star Control 2 is that whole what were the other Urquan? Because they're like fighting each other, right? And you can like use that to your advantage. It's kind of wild how impressive and like narrative and like it's kind of wild that Star Control 2 got birthed out of this. You know what I mean? Because there's like no like yeah, like in this, you know, you're going around the different star systems, you're making colonies, you're doing this, you're doing that, but there's no like story really. Like there is a story. The presentation, I guess, is what I'm getting at. The core, yeah, the Corva or something, yeah. Is it Core A? I think it was Core A. But yeah, you had the black Urquan and the green Urquan. And then I'm pretty sure if the Core A win, then you're fucked. But you still want them to like do a decent enough job or something? I don't know. They made the Urquan look like literal saints in comparison. Look at the sushi. Sushi, no! Sushi! Literally just committed Sudoku right in front of our eyes. It's just like if every 3DO game was as good as Star Control 2, just imagine. I'm not gonna lie though, this shit is pretty fucking confusing. Like, until you select move, I wouldn't necessarily be able to tell you with like 100% confidence what star systems you can move to and which ones you can't, you know? But it is a very cool scene. Like I can't think of I can't think of any other Genesis game that like has a map like this. Definitely a choice, but dang, it's so cool. Yeah. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's do a prediction. So who wins? Both are controlled by the AI. Evil dudes, good dudes. What the fuck? Alright. You're very limited in how many fucking characters. Alright, so mission period, I'll say 5 minutes. Alright, prediction should be up. Yeah, the evil ones, yeah, like this guy right here, the Urk one. They kind of look like squids to me, but I guess they're like spiders, I don't know. Or no, it's the actual spiders where the green dude will win. Well, it's not just this battle. Actually, right now they're losing. You can believe that. Oh, they might be fucked. They might actually be fucked, because the Chen Jesu is kind of OP. Unless he... Oh. What is the Urquan doing? That's actually kind of crazy. He's throwing. But yeah, who are the Ilrath? I remember I caught a lot of flack because I said the Ilrath looked like ants, but they are spiders, I guess. They look like ants and spiders at the same time to me. But they are more spider than ants. That's pretty damn sure. And the more I think about it. I think what threw me off the first time I saw them was that they're red. So I was like, oh, these guys are ants. But you can very clearly see that they're spiders in their little battle pose. This is wild. This Chen Jesu is just absolutely fucking this guy up. Like, not even close. Not even fucking close. A skilled Chen Jesu can defeat any Urquan. Holy shit, and they got 2 Jesu ships. Okay, it's basically over. It's basically over. By the way, since we're basically going to be done with this game after tonight, that means tomorrow is going to be... Damn, what is that game called? Shining Force. Shining Force 2 is going to be tomorrow. So that's exciting. Crank that brightness up at least a little bit. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, and now that I know after playing Shining Force 1 and beating it without using egress, now I know that you could use egress to grind. That was like the funniest shit ever. The fact that I saw that ability, egress, and I'm just like, why the fuck would you ever use this? I'll just reset the game if I'm losing. I don't need to run. I totally misunderstood the entire point of egress. Beep, beep, beep. You know what I need to do? I need to go on Sega Retro and look at this cartridge. So I'm curious. This was made by Accolade. Okay. Yeah, it's so funny, these unlicensed Genesis games. Like Populous on the Sega Genesis is unlicensed as well. Yo. I wonder if there's any detection that this game has to be like, okay, this is taking too long. No, they were not okay with it. Specifically with this game, there was they tried to sue Accolade, but I think Accolade won. And EA had their own problems. Well, not problems, I guess, but they had their own situation with the yellow tabs thing. EA having problems? No. Yeah, I don't remember the full story with EA, but I think like Sega really thought that their shit didn't stink, basically. They were like, yeah, go ahead and try to reverse engineer our shit. And then EA was like, bet. And then they made their own cartridges. And Sega was like, fuck. I could be misinterpreting that entirely, but yeah, I wouldn't say that Sega was okay with shit being unlicensed, but they kind of had to be the way everything played out. There's definitely a lot more unlicensed Sega carts that I'm aware of. So I think you know, it was just easier. But that's why you probably never even thought about it, but that whole like any time that you start a game on any Sega console except for like the very first version of a Model 1, it has the you know, this software is licensed by Sega or whatever. That's actually part of the Genesis. There's like a chip that's supposed to detect, you know, similar to Nintendo's lockout chip. Yeah, basically, but I think it was a lot easier to get around. But because there's like a lot of Taiwanese bootlegs and shit like that, which is cool. But I'm not an expert on any of it, so if you're curious, I would just look it up on like Sega Retro or something like that. Sega Retro is such an amazing resource. Like, I'm not aware of one, so there might be a site like Sega Retro for Nintendo shit, but I'm not aware of one. So I'm like really jelly about Sega Retro. It's so good. Good idea instead of guessing and speculating. Yeah. That's something that personally like really pisses me off is guessing and speculating. I don't know what those things are and why they sound like puppies when they get hit. They sound like you're getting like you're kicking a puppy basically when those little energy suckers die. Or maybe a cat. Yeah, I cry every time. Burp, 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 burp. Burp, burp. But yeah, if you all have never seen Sega Retro, it's a very badass and cool website. Sounds like a children's toy dog sound, yeah. For 3DO, there's a website called 3DO World, but it's not as good as Sega Retro. There's kind of a lack of documentation when it comes to the 3DO. Like 3DO World is like it's not bad, but like I feel like Sega Retro is like the cream of the crop when it comes to you know, like a wiki that talks about when it comes to a wiki that has like all the info about a console. The zoom in is funny. Why is it funny? Look at all this action. Well, these two specific ones are pretty boring. But yeah, the zoom in happens naturally when the ships get closer. If you look at the actual you know, the dudes, like the movements that they're making actually correspond to like pushing left, pushing right, pressing on the gas, attacking, which is pretty badass. But yeah, the action of the Maikon versus Chenjesu matchup is it leaves a bit to be desired. That's for sure. Yo, that was fucking crazy. So they crashed into a planet, the planet blew up, and it made the Chenjesu ship go fucking wild across the screen. Sounds like a cat, yeah. Wouldn't be a dogfight without those barking balls. Meow. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We already know that this is going to be action packed. See, you can very clearly tell that it's a spider from this scene. But in Star Control 2, when you're talking to them, they kind of look like ants to me because they're red. You know what I think they were reminding me of is in Masters of Orion. I forget what they're called. They're called like the Klexon or some shit like that. Legendary silk ants in their webs, yeah. Or Klakon. Some shit like that. This game reminds me a decent amount of Masters of Orion, but obviously it came out. Well, maybe it didn't come out before. I don't actually remember when Master of Orion 1 came out. I really only played Master of Orion 2. But that's a super badass game. Alright, so the Ilrath can cloak, but I don't know where the fuck they went. Alright, they're sneaking up. Big battle. Nope. Wow, you didn't play the games in order, breaking your own rules you established? I mean, to be fair, I played Master Orion 2 because my oldest brother installed it on my Windows XP machine when I was a kid. Tired of the Jeff hierarchy. Oh shit. Oh shit. The Chenjesu is like literally just fishing. All they need is one more hit. Damn, I think that was a direct shot. Boop, 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 boom. See, the scuttling seems weird to me. It's like, why would you scuttle if you could just, you know, send your ship off to die? I guess... I think you can only move, like, one... I think you can only move a total of 3 times, and I have a feeling that might be shared across all units. So maybe that's why scuttling is effective. Battle ensues. Oh, they're so fucked. Spathi versus Chenjesu? I mean, come on. It's over. The fact that the Spathi missile, that shit is so funny. You know what? Actually, the Spathi might be able to get shit done. The Spathi might do it. so funny that it makes that noise. Tight battle. Wow, it actually is a tight battle. That's crazy. And the Spappy goes down. Unam. I gotta take a look at Wiz. Be right back. Alright, it's looking pretty Alliance favored right now, which I'm not gonna lie is kind of shocking. The fact that the Chenjesu seems to be able to completely invalidate the Urquan Dreadnought is kind of crazy. Beep, beep, beep. Glish. Great name. Oh, fuck. They have a new, Dreadnought. Oh, shit. They have two new Dreadnoughts. The Umga is so funny. Oh, fuck. This Chenjesu is Close to death. Obargi. Obargi. Omarchi? That thing is so hard to hit. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of unfortunate that the best Alliance ship is like the slowest shit. And down the Unga goes. Beep, 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 boom. Okay, so he's got a Vux and 2 Dreadnoughts. He's got 2 Vuxes, actually. And 2 Dreadnoughts. This could be closer than I'm giving the Urquan credit for. I wonder what this map would look like in 2D. Oh fuck, here we go again. This is gonna be another long, drawn-out battle. All right. I wasn't really paying too close of attention, but that's good. Interesting. So I think that had okay, it destroyed both. I was curious about that if you could destroy more than one at the same time. And it seems like that's the case. So this is another thing that I would be curious about. So they only have at the end of a turn a 10% chance to destroy like fortifications and shit like that. So I assume that maybe because there were 3 units on there, maybe it increased the chance to 30%. Uh-oh. Damn, he has 17 Starbucks. Battle ensues. This is interesting. Oh shit. That was crazy. Oh my god. I mean, he's fucked. Ain't he? I think that's definitely my favorite attack. Very straightforward. Just turn yourself into a fireball. I like that, and I like the Ilrath. Boom, boom, boom. I guess something I could have done is actually count how many whatevers that they all have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's kind of hard to keep 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, so I think it's 9 versus 11. It's kind of hard to count them as they're spinning around, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so this green shit that the Vux spits out, I don't know if that does damage over time. Hey, what up, Ghost Milk? Happy after birthday. Hope you're doing well. Star Control, playing the deep cuts as usual. Yeah, this is Techno Lily's pick. Technically, right now, I am not playing, though. We're watching the hardest computers duke it out on the Total War scenario. Unfortunately, there's no... This is actually an unlicensed game, if you can believe that. The game is playing itself. So we were dicking around a little bit with it. There's no, like, credits or anything, as far as I can tell. As far as Lily has told me. So... We did, like, the easiest scenario, which is you just have 5 Urquan Dreadnoughts and you just go and fuck the Alliance up and you're done, basically. And even on that, I put the battle to be controlled by the AI, but you kind of see all the content in this game very quickly, but there's a lot of replayability in the scenarios and then also multiplayer and all that shit. So it's one of those games where there's like there's not a lot to sink your teeth into per se, but there's a lot of replayability because of all the different scenarios, right? But like they're like subtly different, I suppose you could say. What up, Retro Homebrew? And this like 3D representation of space is pretty sick, but it's also like kind of hard to see what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? Because until you click move, I couldn't tell you like, you know, how close are you really to like these star systems, blah blah blah. But anyways, what's this about? Wow. That's pretty interesting. Maybe too complex and abstract for present Ghost Milk. So I will say that Star Control 2 we have played. We didn't end up beating it. But I probably played it for like 18 hours. Star Control 2 is out of this world. Like, Star Control 2 is so amazing. Like, it's honestly hard to believe, like, how cool Star Control 2 is for the 3DO. It's probably the best game on the 3DO. But the reason why, it has this same combat, which I don't think is, you know, really all that great. It's, you know, it's very similar to like Asteroids. It's like multiplayer versus Asteroids, with a lot of different variety in the ships and whatnot. But really what makes Star Control 2 so badass and cool is the fact that there is this exploration aspect, and then like pretty much everybody that you interact with, it's not fully voiced, but there is a lot of voice acting, and so piecing it together, you know, there's like a time element as well. Like if you take too long, you just end up losing, right? And like if you take too long, you do or don't meet different races. It is probably the closest I've ever experienced to like playing a Star Trek game, if that makes sense. Which is funny because there are Star Trek games out there. Um, but like just exploring the universe, you never really know what the fuck is gonna happen in Star Control 2, and that's what makes it so cool. Some excellent human being, yeah, retro picked it, right? Those were the before times. But yeah, that is true. But I didn't beat it. I didn't beat it. So when we get to it, I don't recall. Yeah, I didn't beat it. But when we return to it, we will have to beat it for the 3DO. Playthrough for Star Control 2 can be completed different for each player. It's awesome. I don't know how true that is, because unfortunately I did spoil myself on the ending. This Murderherm is actually kind of kicking ass. This Murderherm is playing better than I ever could, that's for sure. But like, just everybody that you meet in Star Control 2 is so memorable. That was the most exciting part to me, was just like, you never know what bizarre character you're gonna find next. Like, the Ors. The Ors. Who are the depressed guys with the Voltron toy? Y'all remember them? Those guys were funny as fuck. And then, of course, the Cyrene, you know? Ooh! And there, down goes the Murderherm. Peaceful rocks that murder you. Yeah, we come in peace. 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 Yeah, and discovering what the fuck those even were. Like, there's so many mysteries. There's so many mysteries in Star Control 2, and as you piece that game together, like, there's no other experience quite like Star Control 2. Holy shit, the Arilu is actually, like, kind of insane, as long as they don't get hit. Which they did, but... Look at this shit, these guys are crazy. They're just running circles around the Urkwon. We come in peace. Come up, come up. That was crazy. Way to go, Arilu. We come in peace. We come in peace. We come in peace. Yeah, I really can't think of any other game that does it like Star Control 2 does. But it is kind of funny because I do feel like the combat is a weak element. But that might just be a preference. But that is another cool thing about the combat is that there there's a shocking amount of variety between the ships and their capabilities. Yeah, this is fucking over for the Urquan. Because the Alliance can just keep pumping out Chenjesu starships like nobody's fucking business. Although I haven't seen how much money the Urquan hierarchy has right now, but they're gonna run dry soon enough. The fact that this little Arielu can do so much damage to the Urquan is outrageous. Look at that. He's like the love bug of Star Control. Launch fighters. That was crazy. Like, this motherfucker literally has not gotten hit. And he... That's wild. Like, is the Arielu Lalile secretly OP? Skill solution, yeah, for real. They're OP as shit. They're OP as shit. That was wild. Piff. Piff in NRF. Piff and Nerf. There he is again, Lord 666. Edge Lord 666. Alright, I gotta take a Wicked Whiz and grab another beer. I'll be right back. It really is too bad. It really is too bad that the Chinjesu versus the Urkwon is such a drawn-out battle. Unless... Unless they just do this. And down goes Edgelord. What is the Urkwon doing? That's Edgelord to you. Yeah, they kind of just gave up, huh? So the white stars are dead worlds, I guess. I'm starting to pick this shit up. The red worlds are mining worlds. The green worlds must allow you to have colonies. And then the white stars are dead worlds. So on dead worlds, I guess you can only fortify. Real basic shit. Real basic shit that I'm only just now looking into. Battle ensues. Rup. Rup. This is crazy. This is gonna take forever. Alright, he hit him. He hit him. Oh, here we go. Some action. This Vux has had enough and he's ready to fucks. Just kidding. Now we're back to this standoff. Damn, direct hit. Bro, can he just pop that shit at the right angle? Got him. Boom, boom, boom. Battle ensues. Look at the spam. The Vux might have something going here. Might. I mean, it did better than the last one. But Tuzaro was too powerful. Damn, that planet looks like Earth. Uh-oh. 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 This Jesu might actually be fucked this time. He's spamming. He's spamming. Oh no! The Jesu actually has no... You have no chance! No chance! Oh my god. Damn, that was crazy. Oh, and he got refueled or whatever. Or recruited. He only has 22 Starbucks left, so it's about to be donezo. Alright, the rematch. This time it's ZZZZZZ. It reminds me of VVVVVV. Uh-oh. The Urquan is stuck in the loop. Uh-oh. 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 You know, it'd be really funny to see what the AI is really thinking in this situation. Because this is such a throw. This is a throw. This is the ultimate throw. I mean, goddamn, it doesn't get much worse than that. The AI is Jeff coded. You think I would throw that badly? Maybe sometimes. So I think if this Mycon dies... No, that's not true. The Urquan made one more Vux, right? But it'll just be the Vux after this. I like how this Mycon is actually doing a better job. What happened? Did he crash into an asteroid or something? Burp, burp. Wonder why the puppy balls are not really... There they go. Hey, what up, Choops? Are you familiar with Star Control? Also, we're not playing right now. This is AI versus AI. We're just watching. No? Star Control 2 is pretty badass. This game's cool too, but it's not on the same level. Yeah, we're watching the scenario against the strongest computer. Both computers are ranked as awesome. We're seeing how they're gonna play out this scenario. Total war. It did cost you a ton of coins, that's true. Hey, whoops. Hey, whoops. That's funny as fuck. But yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately, this is one of those games that, like, doesn't have much structure. Like, there's 15 scenarios, but we do not think that there are credits. I mean, the credits are at the title screen, basically. So, it's one of those games that has a lot of variety and fun to be had. But in terms of, like, completing it, like, you know, what is that? But it does have multiplayer, which is badass. Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked. Wait, are Vux actually cheaper than Androsynth? That's crazy. That's crazy. Hierarchy, fortification destroyed. It should also destroy the colony. Y'all, y'all. Alright, so he's got 4 mining. 4 mines left, plus 1 fortification. He's basically fucked. Haha, unless... Beep, beep, beep. You know what I just thought about that's gonna be fun as fuck? Playing Virtua Fighter on the 32X with my arcade stick for the Jenny, which I spent way too much fucking money on, and I've actually only used it to beat Musha. I think that's the only time I actually have used that thing. I need to take the feet off of it, though, because the feet do not do anything for that. I'm thinking about just gluing, like, a rubber pad to the bottom of it. Taking the feet off and just putting a rubber pad on it. Because the feet literally do nothing. When the fuck did this guy make an Umga? That's so crazy. Yeah, he's super fucked now. What the fuck? An Ilrath costs 10? You know, it's got to be really interesting to play this game against a human player because Ilrath costing 10, I feel like that's really cheap for an Ilrath unit. I feel like you could literally just pump Ilraths and just win. Snorky. Hell of a name. I will say another cool thing about this, right, is that you can play both sides of this conflict. So like each of those scenarios is really like two scenarios because you can play it from both perspectives. So there is actually a lot more here than what initially meets the eye. Battle ensues. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck is he doing? What is this Chenjesu doing? This Chenjesu is throwing. God damn. That was almost the worst thing ever. Alright, so he made an Umga. That Chenjesu is so fucking dead. So dead. But it is an Umga, so... all he has to do is touch him one fucking time with that tractor beam and he's dead. Oh shit! Never mind, he has to touch him... oh, it's over. It's so over. Ibooba? That's this guy's name. And he's gone. Alright, he's gonna make another Umga. Yeah, I mean, it's basically over. I wonder if 99 Starbucks is the max. Wow, so he's just passing now. Oh, how the mighty Urquan have fallen. That's weird. I don't know why you would make a Murnaherm. Hmm. Battle begins. Okay. The Chenjesu got really lucky on this one. If he didn't shoot out that, I don't know what the fuck they're called, but they make puppy noises, so I'm just gonna call him a puppy. If he didn't shoot that out and, like, push the Vux away, that Vux was gonna do hella damage. Come on. We've seen one hit. It's over. Alright, so that was the last Vux unit. Everything else is just Umgaz, so this guy's fucked, basically. Damn. Very strange situation here. He just killed his own puppy ball. And he's dead. Take that, Baguki. O'Gurk. The other one's name is O'Gurk. That's funny. Reminds me of Coach McGurk. Alliance Mine established. Technically, I think that the Alliance can just win right here, right now, by just moving on to the starbase. Oh, never mind. We can't because we're on a fortification. So we have to break that fortification first. I forgot about that. And down it goes. And with it, the mine. Is he really? The computer is really funny in this game because instead of just going for the win, it wants to fully remove all resources. Battle ensues. Holy shit. Fucking ouch. Oh. So this is it, I think, if the Arlu wins. Which is pretty likely. Yep. This is about what I would have expected. Yep. Okay. Yep, hierarchy starbase destroyed. That's the ball game. Yo, what up, Kane? You actually just raided right into the end of the stream. But yeah, we just watched the computer beat the shit out of the computer. What were you up to, Kane? I'm gonna give you a shout out there. Were you playing more Forza, or were you playing some Guild Wars tonight? Or something completely different? But anyways, Forza, and then I always forget what that Star Wars the what? The Old Republic? Is that what it is? The MMO? You're cheating on Guild Wars with Star Wars? But anyways, this has been Star Control, Techno Lily's pick. It's a good game. And perhaps we didn't give it too much of a shake. But it is what it is. So, cheers again to Lily for the pick, and cheers to you, Kane, for the raid. Let's go ahead and keep the raid train going. You know what? Let's go ahead and raid Kaon. He's working on his wizardry playthrough. It could very well be the end, but I don't know. He might have gotten fudged over. Actually, what does his goal say? Oh, his goal is to double the party's HP. Okay, so he's not beating it tonight. He's not beating it tonight. But we'll rate him all the same. So, anywho. Oh, shit. You're right. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, I'll just cancel the raid. Thank you, Lily. Choose prediction outcome. The good dudes won. Complete prediction. My bad. So 1,350 coins go to Lily. Not a small amount. Not a small amount. All right, let's go ahead and raid out to Kaon. Lily, thank you again for the pick. Thank you again for understanding as far as not playing every single scenario. But anywho, let's go ahead and start that raid. And should be back at it again tomorrow with Ageless's pick, which would be Shining Force 2. So I'm looking forward to that. And Kane, thank you again for the raid. Peace out, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic Monday. And I'll see you tomorrow.